Okay, Miss Jean. So we've known each other for a while. We've known each other 5 to 10 years
Yeah.
now, and we did your first replacement as far as your dentures,
Right.
and they were reasonable. But unfortunately, we had to make some changes because we lost some teeth.
Right.
And you were really wanting to try to keep your lower teeth as long as you possibly can, because what did you hear about dentures in the lower?
That they never fit correctly. They always rocked. They were always, and then I remember my grandparents' teeth clicking, and I just didn't want that. You know, it was just not something that I wanted to deal with.
And your first partial was reasonable. You didn't have a whole lot of bone down there, so, but it still rocked a little bit.
It rocked a little bit. It fit, you know, it fit, I think, but it was, you know, it just wasn't comfortable.
Okay.
And I couldn't chew with it, couldn't bite with it like I would like to, like a normal teeth or real teeth.
Because it pressed down and it hurt in certain areas?
Yes.
Okay. And so unfortunately we had to lose a couple of the teeth that were supporting that partial, and you replaced that with one implant.
Right.
And so since then you have on one side you have an implant snapping that partial, and the other side you still have your other crowns.
Right.
Okay, and it's been about a week since you've had that, but how did it feel when we first put it in?
It felt good when it went in. It's been comfortable. It's been like I've had, it feels like natural teeth. It does not feel like an artificial anything or a denture.
And why?
Just like natural teeth.
And why is that? Why do you think that
I think
is?
it's because of the implant. I think it's because it's fastened down. It can't move, and it's great. I love it.
So what have you been enjoying eating most about?
Well, I had a steak that I enjoyed that I haven't enjoyed in a long time, and I could chew. It didn't hurt to chew. I can bite.
And what was that like?
It was great.
Was it tasty?
It was very tasty. It's a lot. You know, I didn't have to eat a ground beef. I could eat a real steak. You know,
Wow.
so it was great. And I've really eaten, you know, anything. I've always had good, you know, I've always been able to, like, bite an apple or eat corn on the cob. That's never been a problem for me. But I couldn't chew like steak or, you know, a pork chop, maybe. Chicken, fish I could eat, but pork chop, steak was sometimes hard to eat, hard to chew.
And what about having stuff like cornbread and grits and stuff like that? Did that get underneath your partial a good bit?
It did, but this, you know, food doesn't get under this.
And what was it like when you got a little piece of cornbread underneath your partial?
You found an excuse to go to the bathroom so that you could take them out and rinse it out, because it was like a rock. It was not like a little grain of corn. It was like a rock under there.
But you like cornbread.
Oh, I love it.
And when you saw it on the buffet, you were wanting it. But if you were out with family,
I wouldn't eat it out in public. No. I was very selective in what I chose to eat when I was out in public with other people. You know, if I was not at home. Now at home I would try anything, but not out in a restaurant. No, I was selective.
so for the first week you've been doing that, what's it been like now? Like,
oh, I'm ready to go try all of the places that I've been wanting to go and all the food that I've been wanting to try. I've had the courage to do that because I think I can.
well, good. Well, thank you so much.
Yes.